Hi everyone, it's Robin and welcome back to another Thrift Store Thursday. So this week I decided that I was going to share with you one more collection of mine, and today is going to be my thrifted silver collection. So none of the items today are real silver. I don't think I have a real silver piece in my whole collection. It's all silver plated, but that doesn't matter to me. I just love the look and the tarnished goodness that can come from some silver pieces. So to tell you the truth, the two main things that I look for when I go to the thrift stores is, white dishes, that sort of thing. That's like my ultimate number one thing that I'm always looking for. But then number two is anything silver and tarnished and beautiful looking. So I, needless to say, have quite a collection of items, and I have downsized recently when I went through my whole house purging, but I still have quite a bit of it. So it was really, really hard to pick out just like my favorite pieces. But I persevered, and I think I have done it. So I am excited to share it with you. So before we get started today, I wanted to give you one little piece of information. Many of you know my good friend Nicole Northgarden, and you probably already follow her and love her, but she has decided to open another YouTube channel. She'll be keeping her old one, don't worry, but she has decided that she's going to dedicate a new channel to home and garden. So the channel name is Nicole Northgarden Home and Garden, and on that one she'll be focusing on gardening here in Minnesota, home life, and like things for her home. And she'll keep her thrifting things on her other channel. So if you are interested, I will leave a link down in the description box for her new channel so you guys can go check it out. She has a garden tour up on it already, so go check it out. All right, with that being said, let's get into my favorite thrifted silver pieces. I think I'm going to go from smallest to largest. I think that would be the way to go. All right, so the first thing I have is this little guy right here. I just think he is so adorable. I'm assuming he's like a little toothpick holder or something like that, but I absolutely love his shape. I think it is so cute. It looks like a little baby vase or something like that, and I absolutely love it. I, of course, have no idea how much I got this for, but he is nicely tarnished, and I just think he's adorable. The next one is this right here. Can you see that? I love this guy. Of course, he's got the little footed. Anything footed, I get crazy about. And then, of course, look at these arms. Oh, my goodness. Or not arms, handles. So, I love this so much. He's a little short and squat, and he's got fantastic little arms. I said it again. Handles. He's got fantastic handles. And to me, he kind of looks like a trophy, if that makes sense to you. I'm on the lookout for a silver trophy, which is something I've never found in the wild. One of these days I will find one. But in the meantime, I suffice with things that look like this because it has that trophy kind of look. And yeah, I just love it. So this little guy is adorable. He doesn't have a lid, but I'm assuming he's like a little sugar holder or something like that, which originally had a lid, but he didn't come home with me with a lid on, so that's kind of sad. This next piece is actually a newer item that I found, and it is this little creamer right here. Once again, it kind of looks like a trophy. I love the handle on this one. It's kind of like Art Deco-ish, if that makes sense. And I just like its cute little shape. And this one I love because it actually has a monogram on it. You're probably not going to be able to see that, but it looks like it's an H, which is cool. So I love this piece a lot. It's one I haven't picked up not too long ago, I think. One piece that I've had for a long time, which is probably one of the very first pieces that I found at the thrift store because it has like the grease pen on the bottom still, and it was $3.93. But it is this silver gravy boat, and I just think it is lovely. It's got a nice little like detailing along the top with a couple little lines or whatever. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's got a nice little handle, and I just love this little guy. He's got detailing down at the bottom as well. So this was a great find, and like I said, probably one of the very first that I picked up. All right, so let's see. Here's another, I'm assuming, sugar bowl that came without a lid, but the handles on this one is amazing. And it looks like this. Look at those handles. Oh my goodness. Aren't they just gorgeous? I love that they come up higher than the rim itself. I think that's really cool. So I really love this one. I have used this one quite a few times in my home decor, and one of the things that I really love putting in this one are feathers. I don't know why, but I just think the feathers look really cool in this one. It normally comes out every fall, which is typically when I use most of my silver pieces. I don't know why that is, because I love them so much, but fall and winter time, it feels like, just adds a layer of warmth to my decor. I really should try to incorporate it more into my summer decor as well, but it just never seems to happen as much. A few pieces here and there, but majority of this stuff comes out in the fall and winter. Alright, so this next one really looks like a trophy, and this is also one that I have had for a very long time. I love the handles, once again, on these. It's also got that Art Deco look, but then it's also got this, I don't know if you can see that, it's got a little extra something on top of the handle, if you can see that or not. It's got like a little swirly wing kind of thing, and I think that's pretty cool. So this one is pretty awesome. Can't remember how much I paid for that one either, but, and as you can see, all of my pieces are very tarnished. Alright, so the next one, I have a little small pitcher, which I think is so cute. Once again, look at that handle. Oh my goodness, I don't have anything like with this scrolly on the bottom, with a little arching, and then it's got this little finial at the very top, which I think is super cool. And then this one actually is monogrammed as well. It says, I can't read it. I think it's PCE on the front here, which is really cool. You probably won't be able to see that, but it's pretty cool. I love anything with a monogram on it. I think that is so neat. So I'm loving this one. This one I didn't find too long ago, I don't think. And then here's another one that I didn't find very long ago, and I love this. A little covered dish. I don't know what you would put in it, but it does have like the little strainer thing in it. So I'm assuming something, is it for tea bags or something that you put in there so they can drip off? I have no idea. But look at what the inside looks like. The outside is a little more tarnished, but I absolutely love this piece. Oh, I can't take, there we go. I absolutely love this piece. I love, anything with a lid is really cool, I think. And this one's got a nice little finial on the top. It's like a little wreath almost. And I just think it's gorgeous. And I love this piece. Alright, so this next item I think is the coolest. I think this is so neat. It actually has still has the tag on the bottom. So it cost me $3.99. And I absolutely love the shape of this. Now this one really reminds me of like a trophy. I love the handles, I love the pedestal foot, and I love the shape of the bowl. I think that's really cool. But it does actually also have some engraving on it. It says, if I can read it correctly, it says Linny and Ruth Hyman, June 22nd, 1923 to 1968. So maybe it's like an anniversary sort of thing. So anyways, I just think it is so cool. And once again, I think it's neat that it's got the engraving on it. I think that's really, really fun. Alright, so then, footed bowls. You guys have probably seen these a bazillion times at the thrift stores, but I just can't get away from them. And this one right here is my favorite one. I have probably like 4 or 5 of these in different shapes and things, but I love this one. I think it is so cool. It's got the nice footed base, and then the top has got some nice like roping detail on the back, or along the outside. Inside's like fluted, and I just think this is cool. And this one's actually pretty heavy, so I think that might be why I like this one so much. I don't know. But of all of them, I tend to grab this one the most. And I just think it's so much fun. These are actually fun to like stack on top of each other. If you've got a few of them that are the same size, you can stack them up and it's kind of fun. So, love that. All right, so we're getting low. We've got two more like smallish things and then we'll move on to the big stuff. All right, so this next item was actually a set that I found last summer at a church sale and I fell in love with them. It is a sugar and a creamer. I paid $2 each for them. They still have the little stickers on them, but I just love them. They've got the Art Deco little handle, cute little spout, and then it's got the nice little ribbing or whatever you want to call it on the sides, and I just think it is gorgeous. And then, of course, the sugar bowl reflects the same thing with the nice little handles, the cute little squarish pedestal, or squarish kind of, what do you call it, finial on the top, which is really cute. So yeah, I just love this guy. I think he's so adorable. So I love to use these two. I should really get these two polished up and then maybe I'll use them for this summer. So I think they are fun to use, to put like flowers in and stuff like that. So that's kind of fun. All right, so then we can move towards the bigger stuff. The next thing I have is a little pitcher, which I think I've had this a long time as well, if I remember correctly. It looks like this. Once again, it's got the great little pedestal base, gorgeous little handle. It's got the fluting. I really love the fluting on the sides. If you can't tell, I really love that. So, and it's also got a little bit of a roping detail at the top as well, which I think is really pretty. This one actually is a little wonky though. You probably can't tell, but it kind of leans to the side just a tish, which is kind of weird. Whoa. Yeah, it definitely leans to the side just a little bit. But that's all right. If you put it on the shelf, you really can't tell. So that's kind of neat. If you put it the leaning side in. Anyways, I just think it's gorgeous. I don't think I paid more than like $3 or $4 for it because of its imperfection. But you know what? When you get it, you know, on the shelf or whatever, you really can't tell. So that is a good little piece right there. And then another thing that I've had for a long time, I can't even remember when I picked this up, but I very rarely use it. I forget that I have it because it's like way in the back of my hutch, and it is this candle holder right here. I think this is just so beautiful. I love the little finial in the middle and the big chunky arms that come out to hold the candles. I just think it is so neat. It's got some rope detailing on the bottom, and I love it. Absolutely love this piece. I wish I would remember that I have it half the time. And then it also too, to me, for some reason, this is difficult to decorate with. I feel like it should be by itself a lot of the time, so I don't use it as much as I probably should. But it would be cool as a centerpiece, flanked by like two small like little flower arrangements. I think that would be really pretty. So anyways, that is how I probably will use that next time, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so this next piece is not considered a silver piece, I don't think, but it's got some silver on it, and I absolutely love it. It's like one of my favorite pieces, and I very rarely get it out. It's always sitting in my corner hutch, but I love it so much. But I haven't quite figured out how to use it yet. So it just sits in there all sparkly and pretty, and I think that's just a great way to use it myself. But anyways, it is this glass-footed, lidded little compote dish. But look at the nice, adorable silver band on it. Ah, I love it so much. The, what do you call it? The lid also has the nice wide silver band on it as well. And I just think this is the prettiest thing ever. My mom actually has one very similar to this that has like a copper ring on it. But I love the silver one. I think this is so cool. And this was like a score at the thrift store when I found it. I was so happy to have found it. I also have another compote dish is what I'm calling them. I don't know if that's what this is. But it doesn't have the band on it, but it's like in this gorgeous blue color. which I need to get out for the summertime. But anyways, I am loving this so much. It's always been a favorite since the day I brought it home. And I thought I would throw it in there because it's got a little bit of silver on it. Alright, so then let's talk about trays. Ooh, who doesn't love a silver tray? I have so many silver trays, it is ridiculous. But one of my favorites is this little guy right here. I love his shape. I think it's very cool. He doesn't have any feet or anything, but I just think the shape of it is super cool. This is probably one of the very first ones that I found at the thrift store. I think I paid like $7 for it or something like that. I can't remember. But for me, at the time, it was very, very high priced. But I just fell in love with the shape of it, and I had to have it. So I think that is so cool. And then, of course, the other type of tray that I love are these ones right here that have these gorgeous little edges on them. Aren't those fun? Oh, I just love it. Now, I have this particular type of tray in like 3 different sizes. This is like the medium size. Right now, currently on my dresser in my bedroom, I have the really big one. And then I have an even smaller one that's downstairs, packed away at the moment, not being used. But this, I just love these. I think they are so cool. So yeah. And then of course I have some other silver trays that have like handles. I have a couple that are, monogrammed or engraved. But those 2 are like a good representation of my 2 favorite types, that kind with the banded edge and like a unique shaped one. So, alright, so this next item I was so happy to find. It is an ice bucket. And you may remember this. It hasn't been that long ago. Well, maybe it's been a year or so. I don't remember. Anyways, if you've been here a while, you probably recognize it. And it looks like this. Now, this one I actually did go ahead and polish up when I got home with it. But it has since started to, turn tarnished. But I love it. I think it is so cool. It's got some great handles. I love the finial on top. And then inside, you can see how it's supposed to look. It's got it's just nice and clean and fabulous. So I loved getting this out and using it for ice buckets whenever we have, friends over and we're making stuff with ice. So I have 2 more things to share with you, and they are my largest items. Now this first one was probably one of the first, this first one I know I've had for over 10 years, way before my channel. And it is this right here. It is a water pitcher, and I just think it is so cool. It's got the great, handle on it. I love the shape of it. I like that it's got a chunky bottom and a nice big flute, and I just love it so much. This thing looks amazing with zinnias in it. I love to grow zinnias in the summertime, and I always put the zinnias in this. I don't know why. I just think it looks so amazing. So I should probably get this guy spiffed up a bit for the summertime because he's getting really dark. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but he's pretty tarnished. It's been a while since he's been used, so I should really get him ready for the summer and some flowers. Alright, so the last item to share with you also is very nice for putting flowers in, and it is a wine bucket. Oh, I love this thing so much. The handles on it are absolutely gorgeous. I love the shape, obviously. It's got that trophy looking shape, and I just think it is. I was so excited to find this at the thrift stores. I think I don't remember how much I paid for it. However, I got a good deal on it because, I don't know if you can tell, but this area right here on this side of the rim, it's slightly wonky. Like it's slightly lower than the other side, but when you look at it, maybe you can tell. See, it's a little wonky. But if you turn it, you can't tell that it's wonky. So, that doesn't really matter. It's okay if it's wonky. I will embrace the wonkiness. So yeah, I love this piece so much. I think it is so cool. And I was so excited to see it after I'd seen them in like magazines and stuff, and I was just obsessed with it, and I couldn't believe my luck to have found that at the thrift store. So that was a great find, as was all of the pieces that I showed you. I'm absolutely in love with all of them. So, all right, so that is my favorite thrifted silver pieces, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So now it is time to take a look at some photos that were sent in by my subscribers to share with you some items that they found at the thrift stores and possibly how they use them in their homes. So take a look. First up today are these beautiful plates and red and white bowls found by Sandra. I'm loving both of those. And also she found these 2 sets of bowls as well. I'm loving all the florals. So pretty. And speaking of florals, look at what Patty found. This gorgeous serving piece is made in Germany and is absolutely beautiful. The markings on the bottom read Mr. Dreslin, in case you're wondering. And then she also found these plates, which are Antique Reflection by J. Gordonier and Company, which are absolutely beautiful as well. Cindy sent in a photo of this chair that she painted and reupholstered. She added some lacy trim and the doilies to it as well. She also recovered the lampshade to match the chair fabric. She also painted the side table white and the frame around the floral picture on the wall above the chair, both of which look very nice. She also found this chair, which she repainted, added a doily to the top, and a cute little bunny to sit on it, which is adorable. She also found this shelf and pretty much everything on the shelf except for the flowers that are hanging from it. Look at that gorgeous teapot. Oh, so pretty. And here's a photo of the bottom section of the shelves. I love the little teacups and the little sugar creamer in the middle. And then on the bottom pegs of the shelf, she has some flowers hanging from it, which I think is a cute look. And finally, today we have some photos sent in by Melanie. And look at these adorable canisters. I love them. Here is another covered canister set with some little apple motif on it, which is very, very cute. And then look at this gorgeous floral plates. It's like the day for floral plates, people. This is another beautiful example. And then, oh, these mugs would be so nice for the fall season. I think they are absolutely perfect for that. And then, oh, this is something I've always wanted to do. I love the color on the chair. I think it is so pretty. So thank you to everyone who sent in a photo. I appreciate it. If you want to send in a photo for next week's Thrift Store Thursday, directions on how to do that is down in the description box. So take advantage of that. All right, so that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my silver collection. I would love to know what you guys think of it down in the comments, so leave me a comment down there. And of course, if you have not yet done so, hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. So I hope you will come back next week for another Thrift Store Thursday. And until then, have a great week. Bye now.